Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be talking about a situation that's got a lot of people talking. Candice Owens is facing a major backlash, and not just from random folks online, but from the very people who once rode hard for her. First, she turned her back on her own black community, and now she's turning against Israel. Let me make something very clear before we get into this video. This video isn't about taking sides, not with Candice, not with anyone, Eshra. I'm here to share the content and lay it as it is. Now, Candice has rubbed a lot of people, especially in the black community, and if you've been paying attention, then you already know why I'm not about to start taking sides with her, even on this one. What makes all this even more wild is that Candice has been a hardcore Republican for years, loud, proud, and unapologetic about it, until recently when all this tension started building in the Arab world. She's now saying that she doesn't regret voting for the boss, but she does regret telling other people to do the same, and I'm just here sitting here like, really? Because let's be honest, Trump didn't exactly keep his views a secret. He said what he stood for loud and clear, and now he's doing exactly what he promised he would do. So this confusion Candice has about this not being what she voted for, what is she even talking about? Anyway, before I get too deep into this, before I get carried away, let's watch the clips that I've collected for you guys from TikTok. So stick around, make sure you watch this video up to the very end, and drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm going to come back at the end of this video to give my own 2 cents. Let's watch this together.
The reason that America wants a regime change in Iran is because Bibi Netanyahu is demanding it. The United States, when Trump made this decision to do what Bibi wanted, and I want to be clear here, this was not Trump's decision, it was Bibi Netanyahu's decision. And that is the reason that he did it. And we're very aware that Israel is dictating our foreign policy, and we would now like that to stop. So we're just done, okay? And there's no way that we're going to go backwards. We're not going to allow you guys to emotionally condition us to go, oh, well, we got to protect Israel because of the Holocaust. It is over. They're imparting a Holocaust. America would like off this crazy train.
I see why Daily Wire now, why they let Candice Owens go. I see why they fired her. She's on the same team as Ben Shapiro, a prominent Jewish pundit, but yet she thought it would be okay to have anti-Semitism remarks coming out of her mouth, like he was supposed to be okay with that and live or work in an environment with her mess. I'm starting to believe that the Ayatollah of Iran gave her some Iran bucks for her to flip-flop like a fish that's been washed up on a seashore, or she's flip-flopping like a flapjack in a frying pan. What is wrong with her? She has so much vitriol and disdain for Israel. It's like something just switched and clicked in her. Is Candice Owens a clone?
Here's my theory about conservatives. We are not loyal to a fault. And here's what I mean. When somebody like Candice Owens or someone like that goes completely off the rails and is no longer in line with conservative Christian values, we're not going to stay loyal just because they're a Republican or just because they're a conservative. Candice Owens has gone off the deep end, quite literally. I used to be a huge Candice Owens fan. I listened to her podcast. I had a lot of respect for her. I thought she was well spoken, but she went on this like weird turn this last year where she started getting into like celebrity gossip. But then when she took this hard stance against Israel and being so anti-Israel in like honestly a super racist way, the end. I can't. And she keeps trying to reference the Bible. It's like, girl, read your Bible. The Bible is very clear about Israel. They are God's chosen people. Do you think we're supposed to turn our back on God's chosen people? No. So what I think is either she was some kind of like plant. She was never a genuine, real conservative or Republican, and she was just like some sort of plant in a weird way, or she's lost her marbles and gone off the deep end. I don't know. I can't really make sense of it. But the point I'm trying to make is Christians, conservative Christians, Republicans, most of us, at least me, I don't like stand on this hill that like I'm a Republican. I stand for faith-based values, whether it's voting for someone in politics or who I listen to. And as soon as somebody abandons ship and like walks away from those Christian core conservative values, I don't hang on. And I don't think liberals do this. I think liberals will just keep hanging on to the same people regardless of what they believe or what they say, even if they don't align with it, just to be, liberal. What do you guys think?
In a shocking plot twist no one saw coming, except literally everyone, Candice Owens has pivoted from political commentator to emotional support client. Now she's holding press interviews, dropping carefully lit YouTube rants, and asking the world to consider something truly devastating: her feelings. The same woman who said facts don't care about your feelings is now asking for grace, compassion, and privacy? Oh, honey, the audacity could power a small city. Let's be honest. This isn't a redemption arc. It's a rebrand, and it's giving, I lit a fire, but now that it's hot, I'd like a fan in a safe space. Sis, you were built like a verbal bulldozer for years. And now suddenly you're a delicate flower who needs time to heal from consequences? But hey, if growth is real, we're here for it. Just don't try to play the victim in the same stadium you built for dragging other people, especially when the receipts, they're in HD and they're still trending.
For the first time since the MAGA movement started, I am hopeful that the coalition is starting to break, and it's all because of these Iran strikes. One of the most popular far right-wing commentators, Candice Owens, came out this week and said that she was embarrassed that she ever supported Trump and apologized to her listeners for ever advocating for them to vote for him. She is as far right as you can get. She's also terrible. But it highlights a point that there are going to start being some splits in the MAGA movement over this international engagement in Iran. And this is very good news because the right has to keep their coalition together in order to win. If they split apart, they won't be able to win elections anymore. And this is a prime opportunity for Democrats. We need to have a wide tent that everybody can feel welcome, as long as we, respect each other and are not doing anything that's going to harm anybody. We should be as big as possible. That's why I think we should have a party that can have both Zohran Mamdani on the left and Joe Walsh, the former Tea Party member, in the middle. We're big enough to be able to do that because we're also all fighting for democracy, and we are in a huge fire right now, and we need everybody together to push these people out once and for all. So I'm feeling hopeful. I do not like Candice Owens, but I am glad that she is starting to splinter the MAGA movement. Even if she takes 5% with her, it is that is a big problem for Donald Trump.
Why do so many people have this notion that if you like someone, you have to agree with everything they say, and if you don't like someone, you don't agree with anything they say? I'm seeing this play out right now with Candice Owens and her stance on Israel and Palestine. It's like a going theme in the comment section of people feeling as though she's done a complete 180. And it's like, no. She has amazing points regarding this issue, and you can agree with her for this issue. It's not all or nothing. You don't have to decide, well, since I agree with her with this, now I have to automatically like her for everything else. No, please go back and see all of the other quotes she has said throughout the years. She has not retracted any of those. It's just this issue. So you can take that and agree with that, and you can push that message out while still acknowledging you still don't have to like her for anything else. And on the flip side, you don't have to not like her message just because you don't like her. You can acknowledge the good points she's making and still not mess with her. And Candice is doing a good job when approaching this issue of Israel and Palestine, of tailoring her message in a way that her fan base understands. Like, she knows the people who follow her and she knows how they think. So she tailors the message to a way in which they understand. Like, she was just on Piers Morgan and she said, tell me a concrete way Israel has benefited America. That gas prices go down, etc. If you're someone like me, you'd be feeling as though it doesn't matter if they benefited us in any way at all. What they're doing is wrong regardless. However, not everyone is going to receive that message the same way. Her fans, the people who follow her, they are going to receive that kind of argument better than anyone who'd follow a true leftist. And so we have to attack this from all sides. So it's okay to acknowledge that what she's doing, it's needed. It is needed. While still acknowledging this does not change things. We still ain't cool. if I see you out here in these streets, it's probably still on site. She has not retracted anything else she said. So let her have this. Let her attack this issue. Let her get it out there to her fans in a way in which they understand, to start raising awareness so they can start actually having those little spidey senses in their minds turn. And you can still say, I still don't mess with you from everything else.
So Candace Owens says she don't regret voting for Donald Trump, but she is embarrassed that she told other people to vote for him, and then saying that this is not the candidate she voted for. I don't understand that when they say that. Like, this is exactly who you voted for. Y'all act like Trump wasn't showing who he was the whole time, and now you're on national television talking about you regret telling people to vote. The dude has not switched up. What is this switch up that y'all talking about? He is doing exactly what he said he was going to do. Am I tripping? Am I tripping, bro? He doing exactly what he said he was going to do. So where is this? Oh, this is not my candidate. This is not the person. I've been trying to figure that out since y'all been saying it, bro. I've been trying to figure it out. So please miss me with this nonsense of this ain't your candidate. Donald Trump is America's president because that is who America voted for as a majority. Okay? And this is the same man that you told people to go vote for. So please miss me with this nonsense. Okay? All right.
Candace Owens, I'm not getting paid for your videos unless it's on like this here app and it just happens to go viral or something. And that's rare for me to ever happen. But one of my videos back in April did, when I made a video how I thought you were like changing or whatever. And then I've made a few more. But now, out of the blue, I'm getting comments all over the place asking if I'm getting paid and if I am an AIPAC actress, and asking me how much I'm getting paid. And I haven't gotten comments like this before. I've gotten other comments saying, yeah, I've noticed a change, or yeah, this is going on. But now people are actively asking me if I'm getting paid to make videos about you, and saying I'm just running like the same script as everybody else, when I made that video months ago before anybody was talking about you. So I find it weird. Why is this even happening? Are you sending people to my page? Are you sending people to everybody's pages? Are you having people like messaged? This is all so wild. I never felt so important in my life. But no, I'm not getting paid to make videos of you by some Israel billionaire. I wish that was the case at this point, because I would be making a lot of money. But no, not getting paid to make videos about you. Just my opinions.
I'm seeing all over my For You feed that I guess Candace Owens is paying people 10 grand a pop to prove that people are, being paid to speak ill of her. I'm just going to give you my 2 cents right now. I don't think anybody's being paid to do that. I think Candace Owens has been so loud and so wrong about different conflicts lately and like different topics that she's speaking of. When people consume news content and political content, they're doing so because they want to be well informed and they want to have the analysis that kind of aligns with their beliefs. And if you follow Candace Owens for political theory and content, especially like, Israel-Palestine stuff, you're not getting what's the point of watching? She's not particularly entertaining. She's not very insightful. She got the whole thing wrong. Why would anybody watch? Like, and for how like self-righteous and flippant she was about telling people to go get a dishonorable discharge so they wouldn't have to go die in a war for Israel when the war's already over. Not a single boot was being sent on the ground. I knew that would never happen. I knew that President Trump under no way, shape, or form would ever send a single U.S. troop boots on the ground. I mean, we sent our pilots. They were fine. We were probably happy to do that mission because that's a really fucking cool plane that we kind of only have for that mission. Dishonorable discharge is like getting a felony. It's like, it's hard to get a job after that. To be so flippant, oh, just go get this because you don't want to go die for Israel. Nobody was sent to do that. How can you say something like that? How can you pretend that World War III is about to happen? Every analyst I know and follow was never worried about that. People were worried about things like mission creep. That didn't happen though. Like, if there's anybody I'm going to trust not to get involved with like mission creep, it's Trump. We saw this in the first term. We've seen this in this current term. She's like, who is going to keep watching her for that type of analysis when she's that wrong and doesn't own up to it? I also just think that there's like a thing happening with people with like Israel-Palestine fatigue. People are talking about fatigue a lot with things. And like, You know, there's just not that many people in America that are single issue voters on Israel-Palestine. There's just not. There's not a lot of people who are single issue voters on anything as it pertains to foreign policy. Like any poll you look at where it talks about what people want to happen in like foreign policy and national, all of that, it's not in the top 5 issues or even the top 10 issues. So to make your whole brand about Israel-Palestine and overt anti-Semitism and wrong analysis, like, yeah, that's a recipe for people getting upset about you and coming to the internet to talk about it and probably losing viewership too. Although I think I saw something today on Twitter that like she pays for bots and stuff for like interactions and stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, I just think that everybody's kind of coming to a point now where it's like when you double, triple, quadruple down on like gross anti-Semitism, yeah, nobody wants to be involved with that. Nobody wants to deal with that. Actually, if you want to know my real belief on this, I think that like people like Candace and Tucker and all of them, like I think that they thought that Israel would never really strike Iran for whatever reason. I think that they believed that like Trump would hold Israel back just like Biden kind of was. And so I don't think they ever thought that they would be proven wrong. But now that they have been proven wrong, you kind of got to own it. But she's not doing that. I don't know. To me, as a very teeny tiny political content creator, I'm small. If I got everything wrong, I would probably stop posting. Or at least I would acknowledge that I got a lot wrong. I would never expect, if I got so much wrong, for people to keep listening to me and not to come after me and attack. People come after me and attack me now, and I'm right about most things. I like totally called this war right. I wrote a Substack in April, which basically predicted the entire outcome. I'm still getting hate. I can't imagine if I got it wrong what type of hate I would get. So yeah, I don't know. I'd be shocked if people are being paid to speak ill of Candace. I think that this is just a natural reaction to like people being like, I'm kind of done with her. They have very good reason to.
And there you have it, my viewers. So Candice Owens is facing some heat again, but this time it's different. People are calling her out left and right, and it's not just because of what she's saying now, but because of the long road that led to this moment. So a lot of folks genuinely believe Candice is obsessed with Trump. Like it's giving Trump can do no wrong energy. And now that she's shifting gears and suddenly speaking out against Israel, it's got people completely baffled. Let's be real. This is the same Candice who practically built her platform by siding with Israel, even when it meant turning her back on her own black community. She had Zionist followers riding hard for her, defending her every move, boosting her voice. That was her base. That was her audience. So now that she's turning around and saying things that directly challenge that group, of course, there's going to be backlash, heavy backlash. This isn't just a political pivot. This is like a mother turning her back on her own children. They're confused, they feel betrayed, and naturally they're demanding answers. It's wild because it's not just the usual critics coming from her, it's her own fan base. The very people who once clapped for her every word, like everything she said. Now everybody's asking like, what is going on? And honestly, this whole situation is giving, I supported Trump so much, campaigned for him, defended him at all costs, and now I feel like I got nothing back from it. Like I got nothing from this. That's the vibe. Like maybe she expected some kind of reward or acknowledgement for the loyalty she's shown, and when that didn't come, like when that didn't happen, now we are watching like what is appearing to be like the fallout. As for us, as for the black community, sometimes I forget that I'm African, sorry. Okay. As for us, black community, honestly, we don't even know how to process this. You guys, I understand you, okay? So we've seen her dismiss black folks, talk down on black folks, use her platforms to mock or criticize, black folks' struggles. And now that she's in the hot seat, black folks are just like, you know what, we are gonna sit this one out. Like we don't need to jump in this ring this time. Let her people handle this. Let the ones who cheered her on, who praise her every move, let them figure out what's going on. That ain't black folks' battles. I'm not here to bash Candice. She's a very, very, very intelligent woman. I'm not here to take cheap shots, but I'm here to speak plainly. You can't align yourself with power, with privilege, with controversial ideologies, and then act surprised when those people turn on you the moment your views stop serving their interest. That's not how this works. Maybe, just maybe, Candice is starting to realize that now. Anyway, that's what I've got to say now. Like, I don't want to add anything on this. I don't want to be on her side. I don't want to be on Israel's side. I'm just here to deliver like what is going on in the TikTok community. I stand to be corrected as always. Let me know what you think about this, guys. Do you feel like Candice brought this on herself? Do you think she's having a change of heart, or is this just another strategic move? Please drop your thoughts in the comment section down below, because this conversation, I think it has got a long way, very long way to go. This isn't gonna end now, okay? Because this is a hot topic on TikTok. Like, everybody's talking about Candice right now. So let me know what you think about this video in the comment section down below. And most importantly, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Yeah, please. Until next time, I'll definitely see you in my next video. Please stay peaceful.